Welcome to this video on the Zenwar channel. My name is Shri Satguru Buddha Rawa Bhagwan. Today we're going to talk about Nexus events. So what are Nexus events? So Nexus events, are events that happen in time, which are orchestrated specifically by God, so that at the time of the Nexus event, God can make a decision about how the event will unfold. These are important moments in time and history, even if they may not be remembered as such by most, where God orchestrates a series of events which lead to the possibility for him to make a specific decision. As you know, at the end of the life of the avatar of God, there is the judgment day, the first one. But also, there are many judgments, if you will, by God that happen all the time. Some of these are specifically important and have a larger repercussion, and based on the level of repercussion can be categorized as nexus events. They are events which are specifically made by God in response to the decisions that are made by people. As people make decisions in their lives, these decisions are their lives. And as people make decisions in their lives, these decisions lead to consequences. As people make decisions in their lives, at all the moments of their life, making decisions, these decisions are made accompanied by the light or accompanied by less light. What is the light? The light is the truth of God. And the more one lets themselves be receptive to that light and carries that light with them and remembers that light as part of themselves as they make their decisions in their lives, all the decisions in their lives, then the consequences of those decisions will move towards blessings rather than negative consequences. And to the degree one allows the light of God, the truth of God, to guide oneself in one's decisions, is the degree to which the Deva can grow and flourish. The Deva is the being of light, which grows in the light of God. And as ignorance is the greatest tool of the Asura, knowledge of God, the truth of God, is the greatest tool of the Deva. As that tool, that knowledge, that light, and knowledge of that light, and holding that light close and staying within that being of light that they are, is what leads them to eternal life and paradise, which is their right as a Deva. So, as we make decisions in our lives, those decisions are more in the light or less in the light, are good or less good. And that in the eyes of God. A nexus event happens when a series of events and decisions and consequences lead to a moment where God has to make a decision about whether he wants things to proceed in a specific way in the story. As such, a Nexus event is a check, a challenge and check function in the system, where, based on the decisions of people within a specific locality and area and connection to each other, the story is going in a specific direction. And the moment of the Nexus event is created and orchestrated by God as a check and balance in the system, where a miniature judgment happens at a lower scale than the final judgment of Judgment Day. A Nexus event is an important event in history when God, in his all-pervading self, Vishnu, the all-pervading one, manipulates events to create the Nexus event. The Nexus event unfolds, and as the Nexus event unfolds, God decides how it will unfold. But the Nexus event is written into the story as a mandatory check and balance in consequence of the actions that were taken outside of the light.